Keep the cats out of trouble and buy us a cuppa. The link is in the description below, and thank you in advance if you do. If you're backed by Hollywood, social media, the government and practically the entire globalist system, you are not the resistance. Whatever does he mean? Now, if you were one of those people in the 90s who didn't have Sky and were one of the few that could get Channel 5 and didn't watch it just after 11 PM, you must remember Hercules. And if you really enjoyed Hercules, you would have enjoyed the spin-off, Xena. I wonder why. Ah yes, Kevin Sorbo. Now, he is a massive conservative. However, he has been noticing quite a bit lately, although he always leaves it for his followers to make their minds up in the comments, so he's not outright called a you-know-what. Now, Kevin's not had much TV work lately, or films. I wonder why. However, he has got his own production company, Sorbo Films. How imaginative. I wonder what kind of films it makes. Now, Sorbo Studios, founded by Kevin Sorbo and his wife Sam Sorbo, focus on producing faith-based inspirational films that emphasise traditional values, Christianity and redemption. I'm not sure about redemption. Now, of course, these are made outside the system, which is why they're frequently mocked. However, they are quite controversial if you're a retard. Let's look at some of the films and see why they've caused a fuss. 2017's Let There Be Light. An atheist author and a debater experiences a near-death vision after a car crash, leading him to rediscover faith, reconcile with his family, and launch a global peace campaign rooted in Christian beliefs. Now, Sorbo was the director, producer and lead actor. Of course, why would you not cast yourself in it? And his real-life family also appear in supporting roles. Now, the film has been called xenophobic for its portrayal of radical Islam as a looming threat. Imagine that, with opening montages linking Muslims to terrorism, because of course there are no examples of that anywhere. Critics labelled it propagandist and preachy, accusing it of promoting Christian nationalism through heavy-handed conversion narratives and involvement from figures like Sean Hannity. But films that promote LGBT nonsense are fine. Then there was 2019's The Reliant. Following an economic collapse and widespread riots, a family flees to the woods relying on their Christian faith and firearms to survive against lawless threats. Kevin Sorbo was the lead actor, unsurprisingly. Now, the film openly defends the Second Amendment and portrays gun use as essential for self-defense in a chaotic society. Obvious, asked the Rooftop Koreans, drawing criticism from gun control advocates and pro-gun propaganda. Reviewers described it as heavy-handed and moralising, with one-dimensional dialogue pushing ethical dilemmas around faith and violence, alienating those who see it as a prioritising agenda over storytelling. Its apocalyptic survival theme has also been tied to conservative fears of societal breakdown. I'm sure anyone who's looked outside will know those fears are well founded. Miracle in East Texas 2019, released in 2023. Inspired by a true story from the Great Depression, two con men scam widows into investing into dry oil wells, only to accidentally discover the largest oil field in history, leading to themes of redemption and miracles. What did Kevin Sorbo do? Well, he was the director and the lead actor, of course. He played one of the con men. Now, surprisingly, the con men aren't of, that background. Now, whilst it was lighter on overt controversy, it has been slammed for historical inaccuracies. Oh right, despite claiming to be based on real events in East Texas, it was filmed in Canada and deviates significantly from facts, frustrating locals and historians familiar with the actual oil boom. Some critics called it poorly acted and scripted, with over-the-top comedy that undermines its inspirational message. Through its faith-based redemption arc, appeals to conservative audiences. God forbid people find films that they enjoy. And don't you dare be historically inaccurate or just fictitious. Left Behind, Rise of the Antichrist from 2023. Set 6 months after a global vanishing, the Rapture, survivors navigate chaos as a charismatic UN leader emerges, revealed as the Antichrist, while a group grapples with biblical prophecies and faith. Kevin, of course, is the director and the lead actor, a pilot turned believer. The film draws on premillennial dispensationalist theology, which is divisive even amongst Christians. I can't even be asked to look up what that is. It's been accused of poor production quality, cheesy acting, and blending faith with conspiracy-like narratives about global events, leading to polarised reviews where detractors see it as exploitative evangelism. The direct-to-audience sermon at the end, including a prayer led by Mike Huckabee, has been mocked as breaking immersion for proselytising. To be fair, that does sound a bit shit. God's Here, from 2024. He's not hiding now, is he, Kevin? A firefighter in Texas loses his wife and son in a car accident caused by a runaway teen, struggling with grief, faith and the challenge of forgiveness during Christmas. This time Kev is only a supporting actor. Because it's a recent release, there's not been much controversy around it. Although, give it time, there'll be the same old shit. Now, Kevin has been a naughty boy on Twitter as well. In early 2023, he posted on X about globalists and elites controlling institutions, which some people interpreted as echoing some certain tropes. For example, a post where he questioned the power of elites was flagged by commentators on X as potentially dog-whistling anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, although Sorbo didn't explicitly mention the tribe. So anyway, if you want to watch some faith-based, right-wing, propaganda-filled, non-politically correct films where people are accurately portrayed as the kind of people they are, get onto probably YouTube where you can find these films by the Sorbo for free. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with a normal review, a book review no less. But until then, ta-ta for now, and remember, don't believe your eyes, because if you do, you're anti-Semitic.